सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् See, what prevents us from experiencing the God that we are is the mind. Caught in the mind, we the God, carried away by the reflection, taking that to be real, undergo the various challenges of this world, which have as much reality as the dream world. What is the solution? If a reflection is in trouble, that is because of the reflecting media. If a sun is reflected in a bucket of water, which is turbulent, sun seems to be shaky and cracking. What is the solution to know that there is no problem to sun? Throw off the waters and look up to the source of the reflection. Throw off the waters, look up to the source of the reflection. Why every time do you have to throw the waters off? Just lift yourself from the reflection to its source. Let the reflection be whatever it is. This is all very simple for us. Don't try to change the reflecting media, mind. Don't change anything, the world. What difference does it make to a man who has lifted his eyes from the reflection to the source? Does it make a difference if the reflection is still broken? If the waters are muddy, the reflection is also tainted. Does it make a difference to him? This is all you have to do. Just lift your attention from the reflection to the source. I have been repeating this in every class, and because there is nothing beyond this in Vedanta, now also I will repeat. The world can never be perfect. The world can never be perfect. The world can never save you. You are never imperfect. You need not be saved because you cannot be destroyed. Do not take these words as, gift of the gab. It's serious. It eats your life. Simple things. The world cannot be changed. The world need not be changed. The world cannot save you. You need not be changed. You are ever perfect. You need not be saved because there is no insecurity for you. So what has to be done? Just to see this real sun and enjoy the play of the sun in the reflected surface, the waters. Let the world reflect the sun as it wants. You just enjoy the tamasha. Your mind is misbehaving. So what? Your mind only is misbehaving. Enjoy. A free TV show for you. Unpaid. You don't have to be reminded. Today is the last day, you have to renew, and all that. And then cloudy weather, sun outage, none of these problems. A free TV show, enjoy. If you have not started living this, what I am talking, to you, these will remain words only all the time. They will be rhetoric. If you have started living, then you know the truth of these words. If you have started living, then you know the truth of these words. If I ask you to do something, it is difficult. Here I am saying, since you are ever perfect, the world is never perfect, you don't have to do anything. Even that is difficult for you. World is never perfect, and you are ever perfect. What is there to be done? Even that is difficult. Because of all false values we collected. To correct these values is religion. Correcting these values is religion. So we have been given a summary how to recognize these values in us, negative values which makes us attached to the world, Daivasura Sampatti in the 16th chapter. What is Daiva? What is Asura? Anything that that aligns you with your own self is Deva. Anything that aligns you with matter is Asura. Simple formula. Anything that aligns you with your own self is Deva. Anything that aligns you with matter is Asura. And now, what has been said in the 16th chapter, he goes to the root of the problem and discusses it in the 17th chapter as though a different topic. Because the 16th chapter he concludes, you are misbehaving, you are getting into trouble because of your values, because you are not following the Shastras. Shastra means Shashanat Rayate iti Shastra. Shashanat Rayate iti Shastra. Shashanat means by its dictions, by its dictates, by its messages, it protects you. Through its messages, it protects you. Right? That is called Shastra. Just a guidebook, a GPS. You don't follow it, you will get into trouble. That's what he ended in the 16th chapter. So now Arjuna has a doubt. You said, Krishna said, if you do not follow Shastra, you will get into trouble. How many people can get the knowledge of Shastra? They have access. How many people have the access for Shastra? Do you mean to say all their lives are wasted? They are also sincere people. They are dedicated to their families. They are serving the society. They are so faithful. They are religious. They worship God. They help a lot of people. They don't know Shastra. You mean to say they are all useless? This is the question Arjuna asks. The answer to that question is the 17th chapter. Let us see. Arjuna Vacha Yashastra Vidhi Musrujya Yajante Siddhayanvita Tesham Nishtatu Ka Krishna Sattvam Aho Rajaha Tamaha Sattvam Aho Rajas Tamaha Yaha Shastra Vidhi Usrujya Shastra Vidhim Usrujya. Those who, having set aside the rules of the Shastras, the dictates of the Shastras, but sincerely doing their duties, even religious yajnas, sacrifices, pujas, all they are doing properly, whatever they know. What is their condition? Is it sattvic, rajasic, or tamasic? This is what Arjuna is asking. This is what Arjuna is asking Krishna. Because Krishna has talked about the gunas in the 14th chapter. But this reference has come in the 9th chapter. In the 9th chapter, Asura has been defined as Moghasha, Mogha Karmanaha, Mogha Gnana Vichetasaha. Vainful hopes, vainful knowledge, vainful actions. What are vainful actions, vainful knowledge? What are the vainful actions, vainful knowledge? All that you and I are doing without the knowledge of the self, all that you and I are doing without the knowledge of the self, not using all these actions for the purification of the self, not using this knowledge for your own elevation, they are all vainful knowledges, vainful actions. That in the 9th chapter he said. So now Arjuna is asking, you said Shastra should be followed. These people are so sincere, majority 99.9999%. Only 1 in a lakh will know Shastra. I don't think even 1 in a lakh will know. Right? So, you mean to say all their lives is a waste? What is their condition? Are they sattvic, rajasic, or tamasic? This is what Arjuna is asking. Sri Krishna says, Sri Bhagavan uvacha trividha bhavati sraddha dehinam swabhavaja sattviki rajasi chaiva tamasi cheti tam srunu. Sri Krishna says, you asked me, tell me whether they are sattvic, rajasic, or tamasic, if they are not followed Shastras. Krishna says, they are all sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, whether they know Shastra or not. It's not the question of they belong to only one category. They can belong to any of the 3 categories if they do not know Shastra, or even if they know Shastra. It's not necessary they are either sattvic, rajasic, or tamasic. They can belong to all the 3. People who don't know Shastra, even who know Shastra. If people are reading Shastra for inquisitiveness, that may be sattvic. For show off, that may be rajasic. And without understanding, Just mechanically do tamasic. Shastra reading itself. Right? So with Shastra, without Shastra, these three qualities, association with these three qualities are inevitable. Therefore, the question of Arjuna itself has a problem. Arjuna said, people who have faith but do not know the Shastras, are they Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic? Bhagavan says, they can be any one of the three. It doesn't matter whether they know Shastras or they do not know Shastras. Right? Trividha bhavati shraddha dehinam sa swabhavaja satviki rajasi chaiva tamasi cheti tam srunu. I just want to tell you something because some of you may have some problem now. There may be a phone call, you may leave, right? Something, some guest has come, or probably you want to see, IPL. So I just want to quickly give you a clue because this topic has come in 14th chapter, in 17th chapter, half of the verses in 18th chapter also, these three gunas, sattva, raja, tamo guna. So I will give you a clue. After that, you can go to IPL. How to know something is sattvic, rajasic, tamasic? If it helps you to evolve, it is sattvic. What do you mean evolve? Evolution, evolve is the opposite of involve. Evolve is the opposite of involve. What is involve? Get bound. Evolve is what? Find freedom. That which helps you to find your freedom, to recognize your divinity, that which takes you towards that higher goal is sattvic. Therefore, they are all called suras. That which throws you down to animal life or even stone life is called tamasic. Right? That which keeps you in the middle, neither up nor low, that is human life. Deva, asura, human. Sattva, rajas, tamas. That which elevates is sattva, that which throws you down is tamas, that which keeps you static is rajas. What are the symptoms? A sattva man is quiet, calm, peaceful. And he doesn't expect any reward for himself. He lives for others, for God. A rajasic man always is tuned to the results. How many students have come today? How many more classes I will have? You understand? Whether I am getting appreciations. This is rajasic autobiography. Okay. And a tamasic man, he doesn't know what he is listening also. Somebody said Geetha, and he thought Edru with Geetha, Pakatu with Geetha, and then he is trying to hook up. That is tamasic man. So that which elevates you, that which takes you towards God is sattvic. This man doesn't expect any material rewards. That man which wants recognition depends on results. Name and fame is rajasic. Tamasic man has no aim, no goal, why he is doing, what he is doing, mess up. That is tamasic. That is tamasic. Simple three formulas. Because for everything they will tell, this is sattvic, that is rajasic, this is tamasic. 14th chapter they said, now 17th also, he is going to say 10 times. And then 18th also. How to remember all that? You don't have to remember if you know this formula. All of them, you can write the commentary. They would have all said the same thing in every case. If it takes you higher, sattvic. If it takes you lower, tamasic. If it keeps you static, it is rajasic. Bas. Sattvanurupa sarvasya Shraddha bhavati bharata Shraddha mayoyam purushaha yoyat Shraddha sayeva saha. This Shraddha reflects one's own character. Character means one's own vasanas. This Shraddha reflects, projects one's own vasanas, one's own character. As the mind, so the man. As the mind, so the Shraddha. According to one's own vasanas, one's own character is one's Shraddha. Right? And every person is basically what his Shraddha is. What his Shraddha is. If he is attached to higher things, if he is attached to higher things, he cannot come down from that level. If somebody is attached to lower things, he can have no interest in higher things. He can have no interest in higher things. Right? Therefore, whatever is your mind, whatever is your Shraddha, that is what you are. So, I am doomed forever. If my mind is like this, if my Shraddha is like this, I am doomed forever. No. No, not necessary. You can come up. That is the privilege of human beings alone. That is the privilege of human beings alone. That is why earth is called Punya Bhumi. Here only you can evolve. Do good, go to Swarga and come back. Sorry, earth is Karma Bhumi. Punya Bhumi is Swarga. Did Punya, go there, enjoy, have a few sips and come down. Right? And then going down, suffer and come up. After that, Papa is over. Earth alone is Karma Bhumi. You can change your life. You can always evolve. Earth is alone Karma Bhumi. That is why Devas also want to be born on earth, especially in Kali Yuga. Why? In Kali Yuga, you don't have to do any tapas and all that. Just say Rama, 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 Rama. You are elevated. Just Nama Sankirtan is enough. That's the greatness of Kali Yuga. So all the Devas want to be born on earth and in Kali Yuga. You understand? So therefore, according to one's Shraddha, if a human being is made, he is not doomed forever in that. He can always change his character. Because character is formed by thought. Somebody said, repetitive thinking will make a habit. Further, repetitive thoughts, after it becomes habit, becomes your character. It becomes your character. So therefore, substitute your thoughts that throw you down, thoughts that make you dependent upon the world, thoughts that make you seek recognition. Leave them. Think of God. You have changed. See, This is nothing to do with the class, but very important for all of you. So I'm giving you some extra information. This doesn't form the text, but this is very important. When I care for your recognition, what did I do? I made you superior to me. I have become inferior to you. That's why I care for your opinion. So what? I have become your slave, dependent on you, on your opinion. Where is my freedom? Where is my freedom? So, you are very seeking recognition. You have humiliated yourself by saying that man is superior to you, from whom you are expecting recognition. Same thing when you talk about your wealth and all that, your friends, your power. You are saying you have no value by yourself. Your value is because of the inert matter, wealth, or others. Self-degrading values. Freedom from them is called moksha. Ashastra vihitam ghoram tapyante ye tapojanaha. Fourth. Yajante satvika devan yaksharakshansi rajasaha pretan bhutaganachanye yajante tamasajanaha. Yajante, they worship. Satvika people worship devas. Illuminating powers are called devas. Dyotana devaha. Illuminating powers are called devas. And Rajasic people, yaksha rakshansi. Yakshas are people who are custodians of wealth. Rakshasas are people who will do anything for their own happiness. And what are these are Rajasic. Sattvic, devas. Yaksha rakshas, you worship. I went to a doctor in Chennai. He's number one doctor. I didn't see Dhanvantri picture. I saw Kubera's picture. I honestly telling the truth. Number one doctor in Chennai, he should keep Dhanvantri picture. But he has kept Kubera picture because he wants money, not your life. So that worshipping Kubera is Yaksha Rakshasa, Rajasic people. Right? Tamasic people, Pretas. Pretas means dead bodies. Literally also true. Several people do black magic in burial grounds. But it's other thing also. Preta means dead, means matter. They invoke only matter. They invoke only matter. So these are their goals. Then Ashastra vihitam goram tapyante ye tapojanaha damba hankara samyuktaha kamaraga balanvitaha karshayanta sharirastham bhutagramamachetasaha mam chaivanta sharirastham tan vidhi asuran nischayan. Who are asuras, he is telling. Ashastra vihitam ghoram, against these scriptures. Ghoram, terrific tapas, is not said in any scripture. But somebody told them, do this, you will get this. They torture themselves. They torture themselves. And some of them do it for show. Damba ahankara samyuktaha. For show. Kamaraga balanvitaha. Because of the strength of their desire and attachment. And what do? Karshayanta sharirastham bhutagrama machetashaha mamcha eva antashir. They not only torture everybody, everything, and unnecessarily harass the elements, 5 elements. I am sitting in their heart. They are torturing me. Bhagavan is telling these unintelligent people who are doing unintelligent tapas, they are torturing me. I want food. They say Monday Shiva, Vrata. Tuesday Angaraka. Wednesday Buddha. Thursday Guru. Fasting all the days. And what is happening? I am starved. Bhagavan says, you are torturing me. Aharasyapi sarvasya trivido bhavati priyaha yajnas tapas tatha dhanam tesham vedam imam srunu. Now he is going to take the 3 types of ahara. Now each one is going to say this is sattva, that is rajas, that is tamas. I have given you a clue how to judge something is sattva, rajas and tamas. One more clue I have to give you. What is the point in this describing sattva, rajas and tamas? You can change the gears. This is the Upadesha Gurudev gave me when I asked a question. Change the gears. If you are tamasic, guided by this book, if you find you are tamasic, change the gear, become rajasic. If you are rajasic, change the gear, become sattvic. From sattva, go beyond sattva. How to change the gear? That is the guidelines here given. By telling this is tamas, that is rajas, that is sattva. So once you know this is tamas, try to change, because immediately you may not be able to go to sattva. Try to go to rajas. Tamas means dull, lazy. Rajas, be dynamic at least. You don't like Geetha classes. Doesn't matter. You arrange some classes. Right? You take the classes, but you arrange for us classes. So that is rajasic, better than a fellow who is lazy. And then from there onwards, elevate to sattva. Then that is also binding. Drop all of them and only depend on Narayana. So ahara, 3 types. What are the 3 types? Let us see. Ayuh, sattva, bala, rogya, sukha, priti, vivardhanaha, rasyaha, nigdaha, stira, rudya, ahara, sattvikas, priyaha. If somebody is sattvic, he will like all these foods. If somebody is rajasic, he will like this type of foods. If somebody is tamasic, he will like this type of foods. Now, 2 cautions. One, it need not always be correct. This is only a broad indication. Second, it is not for you to judge others. This fellow likes this food, he is rajasic, he is tamasic. You have no business to judge others. It's only giving you so that you can know which mood you are in. And it's not necessarily always you are tamasic. Sometimes you can be some other sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. So therefore, these are given for you to know your predominant guna and change the guna for the better. So this is not for judging others, number 1. Second, this is not the only guideline to judge somebody sattvic, rajasic or tamasic. Because people who have gone beyond gunas, sannyasis, they will take any food. They won't say, I want only this food, I want only that food. Whatever food you give, they will take. Because they gone beyond the gunas. They gone beyond the gunas. So therefore, don't sit on judgment over others. So now what is the sattvic food? Ayuhu, that which helps you live long. That which helps you live long. Ayuhu. Sattvaha, pure food. Bala, that which gives you strength. Arogyam, that which gives you health. Priti Vardhanaha, that which makes you happy when you are eating. Pritihi, cheerfulness, good appetite. Rasyaha, Priti Vardhanaha, Rasyaha, tasty. Snigdaha, Snigdaha is again pure. The grades of purity, that's all. Snigdaha. Swamiji says, I don't know even how to pronounce that word. Uligi knows. What is that? I don't know. Snigdha, normally Snigdha is pure. Means light, no spicy food. No spicy food, okay. Hrudya, agreeable. What is agreeable food? What is not agreeable food? How many of you are not taking every day 3 jealousy? You know that food it doesn't agree to you, but you eat and take 3 jealousy. Why? Why can't you control? Why can't you change? No, I must eat that food and then take 3 jealousy. Right? So, not agreeable food. You don't need any teacher. Your body will tell you. You don't listen to it. That's all. You don't listen to your own body. Even while you are eating, the body will tell you, I'm happy with this. I like this. I feel comfortable. You won't listen. You need only spicy food, pungent. That will come next. Pungent food, stale food. Right? What is Rajasic food? Katu, Amla, Lavanaha, Ati Usnaha, Tikshanaha, Rukshaha, Vidahinaha, Aharaha, Rajasasya. Of the Rajasic people, Drusta, Istaha liked Dukkha, Shoka, Bhaya, Pradaha. This food, Rajasic people like this food. Why? It gives you pain, Dukkha, Shoka, sorrow, Bhaya, fear, Shoka, Amaya, disease. It gives you pain, grief, and disease. That food they like, Rajasic people. Rajasic people. Who doesn't know? Who doesn't know? Excessive liquor affects their liver. They're not able to stop. They are not able to stop. Who doesn't know? Excessive salt increases your BP. They are not able to stop. Who doesn't know? Too much oily food will increase your cholesterol. They can't stop. They are called Rajasic. They are called Rajasic. Pungent, that will come next. This is bitter, salty, right? And that which gives you pain. That which gives you pain, you have to take 2-3 jealousils, right? Ati Ushna, too hot. Ushna is good, but too hot, right? So anything extremes is not advised. Rajaha, Tikshna, pungent smell, right? They open their mouth, you can know what food they have eaten. They have eaten, right? So this type of food, repulsive, is called Rajasic food. Tamasic food, Yata Yamam Gatarasam Puti Paryushitam Chayate Uchistamapi Cha Amedhyam Bhojanam Tamasa Priyam. Yata Yamam. Yamam means 3 hours. Yatayamam, food kept beyond 3 hours. Today, you know what? Wife is going to her mother's place for 2 months. She makes food for 2 months, keeps in the fridge, put a date each against each one packet. This food on this day, this food on this day. The husband takes it from the fridge, heats it up and eats. I know, I knew these cases. Don't ask me the name, but I knew. You understand? The food should not be beyond 3 hours. Right? Yatayamam gatarasam, it has lost its taste. Puti, putrid, paryushitam, rotten. Puti is stinking. Paryushitam, rotten. Yet uchistam, refused. That means it's not fit for eating. Api also amedhyam, impure. Amedhyam is impure. Bhojanam, food. What is amedhyam? Amedhyam, impure is, you see, your food directly eat the vegetables or chawal. What is non-vegetarian? They have eaten vegetables or some other animals. They have digested. You are eating the food digested by somebody. How will you digest it? It's not straight eating. It's nth hand eating, not even second hand eating. Animals eat food, they have digested, and that food you eat. That's called impure. Bhojanam, tamasa priyam, liked by the tamasic people. 3 types of food. Now, yajnas, 3 types of yajnas. 3 types of yajnas. Apala kanchibihi yajnaha vidhi drustaha ya ijjate yastavya me veti manas samadhaya cha manas samadhaya sa satvikaha. That sacrifice which is offered by men without any expectation of a result. It should be done. That's what it says. Yastavyam. It should be done, irrespective of the results. Yastavyam, that should be done. Apalakanchi, doesn't expect any result. Vididrustaha, as per the guidelines of the Shastras. Whoever does this for the sake of peace of mind, with a firm faith, right? That yajna is called sattvic yajna. And then the rajasic yajna. Abhisandayatu palam dambhartamapi chaivayate ijyate bharata shrestha tam yagnam vidhi rajasam. Aligning with false values. Abhisandaya, seeking for palam, results. And that's all right. At least that's decent. Nothing wrong. If you are doing some puja for some results, okay. But no. Dambhartam, for show off. Why do you have to do puja and yajnas for showing off? Right? Ijjate bharata shrestha. Those who do this type of yajnas are called rajasic type. You know this rajas word itself. Rajas means shining. Rajas means shining. Silver is called rajas. Rajas is shining. So the rajasic people always wants to be recognized. Shining. That's why they are called rajas. That's why they are called rajas. So that is Rajasic, this thing, where they are doing yajnas for the sake of show off and expecting some results. Tamasic people. Tamasic people, what are the yajnas they are doing? Vidhihinam, Vidhihinam Asustanam, Mantrahinam, Adakshinam, Shraddha Virahitam Yagnam, Tamasam Parichakshate. No rules. Vidhihinam. Absolutely no rules. Asustanam. There is no question of distributing any prasada, any food after the yajna. Mantrahinam. No mantras and no proper chanting. Adakshanam. Don't give the right feast to the purohits or the brahmanas. Shraddha virahitam. No faith at all. That is called tamasic yajna. And now, tapas is, first he is going to tell three types of tapas at the level of the body, at the level of the mind, at the level of the speech. Three types of tapas. What is best in each he is going to tell. After that, he will divide this tapas itself into sattva, rajas, tamas. First, he will tell what is the right tapas. Tapas means contemplation, discipline. Contemplation, discipline. At the level of the body, mind, and speech, he is going to tell. He is taking the body now. Deva, Dvija, Guru, Prajna, Pujanam, Shaucha, Marjavam, Brahmacharyam, Ahimsa, Shariram, Tapa, Uchyate. The tapas, the austerity, the discipline at the body level is Deva, gods, Dvija, Brahmanas, Guru, teachers, Prajna, the wise, Pujanam, worship, worshipping the Devas, Dvijas, Brahmanas, Gurus, teachers, Prajna, wise people, right? And then Saucham, purity, purity of the body. He's talking now the body. Arjavam, straightforwardness. Straightforwardness is what you think, you speak. What you speak, you do. This is called Trikarana Suddhi. Karana, instruments. Trikarana, three instruments. What are the three instruments? Now what he is talking, tapas. Body, mind, speech. These are three instruments. Body, mind, speech. Mano, vak, kayam. Mano, mind, vak, speech, kayam, body. Why these three are important? Mano, what you think. Vak, that you speak. Kayam, that you act. This is called straightforwardness. Arjavam. Right? Not being hypocritical. Arjavam. Ahimsa, non-injury. Shariram tapa uchyate. This is the austerity, discipline at the level of the body. At the level of the mind. At the level of the, at the level of the speech, at the level of the speech. Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayate swadhyayabhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapa uchyate. Tapas at the level of the speech. Tapas at the level of the speech is anudvegakaram vakyam. That sentence which does not cause excitement or hurting others. Right? Causing excitement or hurting others. Talking pleasantly. Priyam, pleasantly. Hitam, which is good for all. Satyam, that is truth. Earlier, we had said Arjavam is to keep the body, mind, and word in line. If you keep that in line, if you see somebody ugly, you may say you are an ugly fellow. Somebody not clean, you are a dirty fellow. It's Shastra says no, you should not do that. These values are only for you. Do not hurt others. So what you should do? Tell the Satyam, say the truth in a pleasant way, which is good for them. Supposing it is not clean. Yempa, if you take a bath, you will feel very comfortable. You will enjoy your food. Go, take a bath and come. That way you should. You will enjoy your food better. Right? So that is Satyam, Priyam, Hitam. That is called tapas at the level of the words. Priyam Hitam Chayate Swadhyaya Bhyasanam. Reading the scriptures and practicing what is taught there is called Vangmaya Tapa Uchyate. That is the tapas at the level of the speech. Now, tapas at the level of the mind. Mana Prasada Saumyatyam Maunamatma Vinigraha Bhava Samshuddhihi Ityetate Tapo Manasa Uchyate. Mana Prasadaha. Serenity of the mind, where the mind is quiet, calm. Where you are greedy, waves are formed. You are jealous, waves are formed. You are angry, waves are formed. If there are no waves, that means you are not greedy, you are not jealous, you are not angry. That mind, where is there serenity, there is quietude. That is tapas at the level of the mind. Saumyatvam, good-heartedness, wishing good for all. I know some people, somebody has said something to them or harmed them. These people will pray for their welfare. They have done harm to me, but God, let them not be punished. Take care of them. That is called Saumyatvam, good-heartedness. Bhava Samshuddhihi, purity of nature. By his very nature, he can't hurt anybody. By his very nature, he can't hurt anybody. Yetat tapaha, all these are manasaha tapaha, manasa tapaha, the tapas at the level of the mind. Shraddhaya paraya taptam tapastatrividham naraihi apala kanchibir yuktaihi sattvikam parichakshate. This tapas also, if you are not expecting any results, that is sattvika. Satkaramana pujatham tapodhambena chevayate. Doing it for being honored, for showing off, that is rajasic. Kriyate tadiha proktam rajasam chalam adruvam. Chalam pickle, unstable. Adruvam, not firm. Muda grahe natmanot yet pidaya kriyate tapaha parasya utsadanatham va tamasamudahrutam tat tamasamudahrutam. Some people do tapas, do pujas. Why? Their opponent should die. They are all true, black magic. That fellow should lose. That fellow should die. For that they do tapas. That is called tamasi. That's called tamasi. Muda grahena. Atmana graha, holding on. Muda graha, holding on to delusion, foolish notion. Yet pidaya. We torture. They torture themselves. Kriyate tapaha. Those who do this tapas, why they do this? Parasyosanardham, for the sake of destroying others. Tat tamasamudahrutam. That tapas is called tamasi. That tapas is called tamasi. Yattu pratyupakarardham palamuddishya. Sorry. Yeah. I finished the 3 tapas. Now, 3 danas. 3 aharas he said, 3 yagnas he said, 3 tapas he said, now 3 danas he is going to say. Because the whole this thing is, you will come later, you can, sannyasi also can leave some actions, but these 4 he has to take care. Yagna, dana, tapa, and his own health, body. Mainly yagna, dana, tapa. Even when you leave karmas, you should not leave yagna, karma, dana, tapas and all that. So these 4 he has taken here. Ahara, yagna, dana, tapa. Ahara, 3 categories have been said. Yagna, 3 categories have been said. Tapa, 3 categories have been said. Dana is good. How to remember all that? I gave you the formula in the beginning itself. Anything that takes you above is sattvic. Anything that is done for show off, right? And expecting results, selfishness, rajasic. Anything stupid and destroying is tamasic. That's all you have to remember. Yettu pratyupakarartham palamuddishyat va punaha diyati. Yes. So sattvic dana, I have to see. Yeah. Datavyamiti yad danam diyate nupakarine deshe kale cha patre cha tad danam sattvikam smrutam. The dana that is given to the right person at the right time, because it should be given, not because you will get some reward out of it. This man deserves. I have to give him. And therefore I am giving. I am not expecting any photo ops. I am not seeing whether somebody is seeing me or not. This man has to be given. And this is the time I am giving. You see the time, you see the man. And you see the place. Desha, Kala, Patra. And Datavyam, he should be given. Give it to him. Don't think other things. Gurudev once taught me this also. I was coming with him from Chittoor in the car. Somebody promised to give 2 big lights to temple. He did not give. Gurudev was going on asking him. I told Gurudev in the car, Swamiji, I would have given, but I don't want that man to lose the opportunity, or my money is always yours, but that man, we don't want to lose. Therefore, I'm not giving. Gurudev taught me this. Never think like that. When a good thought comes, do it. Don't think other things. When a good thought comes, do it. Do not unnecessarily go on thinking about it. Yettu pratyupakarartham palamuddishya va punaha diyate cha pariklishtam taddanam rajasam smrutam. Have you seen some people giving check to the politicians for some disaster fund or something like that? Check is given here. He is seeing at the camera. Because he wants to be sure tomorrow morning his picture will come in the newspaper. And the minister will do something for him. Pratyupakarardham. Right? And then Palam Uddishya. He is expecting something in return. And then name and fame. That is called Rajasic. What is Tamasic? Adeshakale yaddanam apatrebhya diyate asatkritam avajnatam tattamasa mudahutam. You do not know the person, anything. Wrong place, wrong time, the person doesn't deserve. He's asking you money for drinking. There are several people standing near the temple. The moment you give money, he goes and drinks. Some people have kidnapped children and bring to the temple, showing the children. You do not use your discretion. Give them all the money for all these people. You're harming the society. So, adeshakala patra, apatra, do not give. You should use your discretion. And if you do that, that is tamasic. Okay. Too much, all these. Who can remember all these? What am I to do to make my actions good? A simple formula. He says, yes, God has got 3 names. You try to lift your mind to those 3 names. Automatically your actions will become good. What are the 3 names of God? Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. If you lift your mind and invoke God, you will only do right things. Right? That's a simple formula. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Saditi Nirdesho Brahmana Trividam Smrutaha Brahmanas Tena Vedas Cha Yagnascha Vihita Puraha. This has been said in the Vedas and Brahmanas, etc. And by this formula, the yajnas have been created, the rituals have been created, and the Vedas have been done based on this formula Om Tat. Vedas have come from time to time. Yajnas have also been prescribed from time to time. They all should have some basis. The basis was this triple designation of God, Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. They followed this rule, wrote the Vedas, they followed these rules, prescribed the yajnas. Okay, now what is, when Om should be said, when Tat should be said, when Sat should be said? He says here. Tasmad Om iti udakritya yagnadana tapakriyaha pravartante vidhanoktaha satatam brahmavad. Whenever you start anything good, say Om and do that word. And then when Tat should be said, Tadityan anabhisandhaya phalam yagna tapakriyaha dana kriyasta vividaha kriyante mokshakanchabihi. Tat is God's name. So if you want liberation, not expecting any result, do any action, at that time you do Tat. You say Tat. You say Sat. And then Sadbhave Sadhubhave Cha Tadityetat Prayujyate Prashaste Karmani Tatha Sat Shabda Partha Yujyate. Word is Sat is used in the sense of reality. Sat is real. Goodness. Right? That, and then further, Yagne Tapasi Dane Stiti Saditi Uchyate Karma Cheva Tadarthiyam Tadityeva Bhidiyate. Steadfastness in sacrifice, austerity, gift, all these are called Sat. Action connected with these are also called Sat. So anything that's connected with sacrifice, austerity, gift, they are all Sat. Asradhaya kutam dattam tapaha taptam krutam chayate asadit yuchyate partha nata tatpretya no iha. Opposite of Sat. Opposite of Sat. Asradhaya, no faith. Dattam, you have given. Tapaha, you have you did some austerities. All these come under Asat. They don't benefit you in this life. You have unnecessarily tortured yourself. They don't give you the next life. That is called Asat. So, Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yogo Nama Saptadashodhyayaha. 17th chapter. Don't blame me. This chapter is like this. I told you, you don't need all that. You only forced me. Now you don't unnecessarily go and blame me. 18th chapter also, till half it will be like that. But the rest of the half is out of the world. Rest of the half is out of the whole secret of surrender is taught in those last few verses. Whole secret of surrender is told in the last few verses. half a line of one verse in that. I've been reading for your sake, revising. At that time, that caught my eye. I'm repeating this every day 100 times. That one line is enough. Macchitta sarvar durgani, mat prasadat tarishyasi. Macchittaha, keep your mind always in me. Sarva durgani, all our obstacles. Mat prasadat, through my blessing. Tarishyasi, you shall cross over. Macchitta sarva durgani. Mat prasadat tarishyasi. All the time think of me. By my blessing, all our obstacles will be bulldozed. That's what Bhagwan says. And that will come there. And the famous, this thing, Charama Sloka, which the Vaishnavites say when somebody dies in the year, Sarva Dharman Parityaja, that also comes there. Ishvara Sarva Buddha, Sarva Bhutanam, Hrudi Tishtati Arjuna, that also comes there. Lovely verses after half of the 18th chapter. So we will see that next Tuesday. Om Purnamadaha, Purnamadam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om, Sri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle. Hari